Why sharks will neither attack a U.S. Navy sailor on an aircraft carrier? Sailors serving on an aircraft carrier have the opportunity to jump off the massive ship while it's out at sea during their months-long mission. The flight decks of these vessels can be as high as 60 feet above the surface of the ocean. Just by jumping into the ocean, a sailor can risk his life. That's not the only danger they might face when jumping into the ocean. The ocean is filled with dangerous animals such as sharks. If it's such a huge danger to jump into the ocean, why would they do it? And how do they manage to keep the sharks away? Let's find out. There have been incidents where sharks have disrupted these swim calls, posing a risk to the sailors' leisure time. So why do sailors take this risk to jump off the aircraft carrier? In 2020, there was an incident in the middle of the Pacific Ocean where a 6-foot shark approached a group of American Coast Guards during their swim call. Thankfully, an officer responsible for shark surveillance spotted the shark when it was just 30 feet away from the sailors. To protect their 40 colleagues in the water, the sailors aboard the Coast Guard cutter Kimball had to fire bullets at the shark to deter it from getting closer. Fortunately, no one was injured during this encounter. Swim calls hold great significance as a tradition for U.S. naval sailors. Initially, they provided an opportunity for sailors to bathe when water supply was scarce. Today, they are seen as a much-needed break, allowing crew members to unwind and release some tension. This naval tradition dates back to the 19th century with the British Royal Navy. Referred to as all hands to bathe at the time, the tradition emphasized the importance of sailors maintaining cleanliness and good hygiene. Fresh water was a precious resource, and being hygienic was considered a luxury for sailors. Captains would order the anchors of their ships to be dropped into the ocean, and crew members would be instructed to jump off the ship's side to bathe. Before initiating a swim call, the commanding officer checks the seawater temperature to ensure it's suitable for the sailors to take a warm dip. Once confirmed, the captain notifies all departments on the aircraft carrier. However, not all swim calls guarantee favorable water temperatures. Crew members on submarines, for instance, have occasionally participated in this centuries-old naval tradition in icy cold seas. Nonetheless, swim calls are highly anticipated events, offering sailors the chance to have a fantastic time. While staying close to the carrier, sailors swim in the vast expanse of the sea. Before jumping off the side, they sometimes engage in light-hearted competitions to enhance the enjoyment. These competitions can involve sailors donning costumes before diving into the water or competing with each other for the longest or most skilled jump. These swim calls create lasting memories for sailors, even for retired veterans who have returned to civilian life. During a swim call, sailors can leap off one of the elevators located in the hangar bay. These elevators elevate them to a height of 30 feet, equivalent to the standard height of an Olympic diving platform. It is crucial for sailors to jump off the elevator properly to avoid the risk of injury by incorrectly entering the water. After indulging in a refreshing swim in the warm waters, sailors return to the ship by climbing the cargo nets deployed by the bosun's mates or by using the ship's landing docks. While shark attacks are not limited to swim calls, there have been notable incidents involving naval sailors. One such tragedy occurred on July 30th, 1945, considered one of the largest in U.S. naval history. The U.S. Indianapolis was struck by torpedoes from a Japanese submarine, causing the massive vessel to sink, along with 200 crew members. The remaining 900 or so sailors were left stranded in the middle of the ocean for 4 days. Tragically, many of these sailors succumbed to dehydration, hypothermia, or fell victim to hungry sharks. The surviving sailors had to endure the horrifying ordeal of witnessing shark fins encircling them, hearing the chilling screams of their comrades, witnessing fellow sailors being pulled underwater, and witnessing empty and bloody life vests resurfacing. The exact number of U.S. sailors who were consumed by sharks remains unknown, with estimates ranging from 20 to 150 sailors. The U.S. Indianapolis incident is often referred to as the most significant shark attack in history. Another naval tradition that complements swim calls is the Steel Beach parties. These festive gatherings involve sailors on the flight deck playing music and cooking barbecues for their fellow sailors who are enjoying a dip in the sea. The departments aboard the ship typically sponsor these food events. Considering the large number of sailors on an average aircraft carrier, which can range from 5,000 to 6,000, there is a significant demand for meals to feed the crew. A sailor's operational sensitivity necessitates their proper nourishment, as they must remain strong, alert, and prepared for battle at all times. The effectiveness of the sailors aboard a vessel greatly depends on their satiety levels. Hence, culinary experts on aircraft carriers work tirelessly to ensure a continuous food supply. Approximately 17,000 to 18,000 meals are prepared each day on an aircraft carrier. Deploying a U.S. Navy war vessel is an exceptionally perilous mission, and the vessel itself poses significant risks as a work environment. Numerous safety precautions must be followed by sailors aboard these warships to avoid injuries. Swim calls have been conducted on various U.S. Navy vessels, including destroyers, battlecruisers, amphibious assault ships, submarines, and aircraft carriers. To the sailors, jumping into the ocean during swim calls offers a sense of having a private swimming pool, particularly when carried out in warm international waters. Taking breaks is a universal need, which is why we typically incorporate breaks into our daily work schedules and vacations into our yearly routines. For naval sailors, a swim call provides them with free time to unwind and enjoy the soothing presence of the water surrounding their vessel. Once sailors bid farewell to their loved ones and set sail into the open seas, they must adapt to a new way of life. Following a strict routine on their deployed vessels, sailors engage in various procedures, training sessions, drills, and more. This demanding schedule often leaves them exhausted after a challenging day's work, and they persist with this routine for months. To uplift the morale of sailors, the U.S. Navy established a cherished tradition that continues to be highly valued. Despite the advancements in technology and the diverse missions of war vessels, the U.S. Navy maintains certain traditional activities. We invite you to share your thoughts on swim calls and steel beach parties in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and show your appreciation by liking the video if you enjoyed it. Thank you for staying engaged until the end, and be sure to enable notifications for our upcoming updates. Until next time, take care.